Welcome back to another Moroccan cooking episode on the channel. Mor Acro here, an American who fell in love with Moroccan cuisine, is doing his best to cook all he remembers from there. Today we have a special Moroccan bread, Harsha, which means rough. Rough coming from the semolina flour that's used in it. Our simple ingredients today: semolina, olive oil, baking powder, salt, and of course we're gonna have some water to get things wet. 180 or a cup and a half of semolina. 180 grams, by the way. Now we want 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of olive oil. Half a teaspoon or 2 grams of baking powder. And half a teaspoon or 2 grams of salt. Now we're going to mix this until it becomes like wet sand, flaky and crumbly. Next step, I got 1 cup of water. I'm going to add it slowly, incorporate it into the dough. Okay, an issue here. It said 1 cup of water. I did about half that cup and said let's do it a little more, but now it's a little clumpy, little too wet. I think it'll work though. Okay, dough is ready. You don't need a whole cup of water. I divide the dough, 4 balls. I like this recipe because it's a more manageable amount. Last time I made some bagir and I had like 24 bagir and that was just a little too much for us. No. We ate them all though, no problem. Do my best to make these circles. And this semolina coating is what's going to give it that harsha texture. Crumbly. Interesting thing about this bread recipe is it's cooked in a pan. So we have medium heat here. Just slide these circles on here. And harsha could also be made in one big piece. I want to try that sometime. That's how I saw the women doing it in the cafes. But I've also seen mini harsha like this as well. So that's today's episode. Start small, think big. We'll get to the big harsha one day. And the recipe calls for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, flipping every 40 seconds. I'm a little afraid to flip them. I think they might crumble. So I'm gonna wait, cook them good on one side, and then we'll start flipping. Oh, Rumi has entered the camera. What do you think, Rumi? You have nice tie-dye clothes on today. You like harsha, Rumi? All right, let's try giving these a flip. Let's see. Oh, this seems so dangerous. Oh, okay, not even close to being brown yet. I just turned the heat up to 4 to get a little more brown texture. I want to be here all day. And shout out to My Moorish Plate. It's a blog run by Idris. He was born and raised in Morocco, lives in Montreal now, and this is his recipe. I saw some other recipes that included butter and milk and seemed very complicated. This was simple. The comments said it's authentic. He knows best. He's from Morocco, so shout out to My Moorish Plate blog for the recipe. I ended up turning this all the way up to 7. We got some brown on one side. I think that's good enough. I don't want them to burn. I've been cooking for a while. This was not as easy as the bagir, that's for sure. One even broke. I'm sad about that. All right, one of your favorites, bagir.
You surprised me. I thought we were doing the other thing, the one that I suggested yesterday.
Or not bagir, harsha.
Oh yeah, I was just going to ask. So this is harsha?
Mm-hmm.
I thought harsha is supposed to be more yellowish.
I don't know. I thought this would be all enough with the olive oil, but it didn't seem to work. Maybe corn semolina, but that's not what the recipe says. I know this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, but I thought harsha is made of corn.
No, fake news. It's not made of corn, Rumi. I guess you can make it out of corn. We could try that next time.
I'm excited to hear what people are gonna say, but I remember harsha being more yellow.
Yeah, definitely. But tell me what you think of the taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's good?
It's good and chewy and thick and dense.
So good texture there?
Good texture, but I don't think that's the harsha we would get from Che Moulay.
Okay, have different.
Not Che Moulay. Che, that's the Tamrach Ches, the guy and his wife.
Mimoun.
From Ches Mimoun.
It's okay. We're eating harsha. Don't worry, you're gonna have harsha one. You're gonna have Harsha one day too, don't worry.
Tried yours already.
A little bit fell off. I had to see if it was done. Yeah, it looks nice and soft on the inside. Very good. But the olive oil is very strong. Tastes a lot of olive oil. That's okay though. Make sure you use a good olive oil.
It doesn't bother me.
And the guy whose recipe this is, it's from Montreal. He says he uses peanut butter and jam, or even Nutella, but that's not really the Moroccan way. Maybe some amlou. Oh yeah, it's peanut butter. Let's try that. I forgot to say bismillah. Bismillah. It's good though, I'd make them again.
Yeah, you should. It's easy, no? And fast.
These Harsha proved to be a perfect snack. They're warm, crunchy, soft on the inside, and you could customize your taste depending on which toppings you use. Bisaraha. Okay, so those Harsha were pretty good. Not as yellow as they usually are in Morocco, and I don't know why that is. It could be the corn semolina, maybe more olive oil next time, but I don't think so because they already tasted a lot like olive oil. Peanut butter is hard to swallow the American way. Nutella is very sweet, very tasty today, but traditionally with cheese, butter, maybe some honey.
You have Nutella on your lips.
I always read the comments, so give me some advice, tips, encouragement. I really appreciate that. I'll try my best to reply. And that's a wrap for this Mor Acro Moroccan kitchen. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and another thing is tea. Tea would go very good with these Harsha.
Unfortunately, we didn't have Moroccan tea. But up until today, I lived in a lie, or how can we say? I thought Harsha is made of corn. So we learn every day. I hope you learned something new today, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Don't need for the phone.
Cucumber time for the roomie. We don't like it. It's wet. Yeah, like everything else, it goes in your mouth.
Oh, look. Yummy cucumber.
Doesn't look happy about it. No.
No.